You are about to give yourself an amazing gift. And this gift is the opportunity for your body to feel what it feels like to have um, good whole food nutrition running through your veins. I mean, we have been bombarded by um, all things that are going against health, and it's time for us to bring it back in the position to where we are starting to focus now and look towards things that are going to give us health instead of taking it away from us. We've been robbed. We've been robbed for decades by the toxic chemicals that have been placed in our food, the toxic uh, ways of growing food. So back in the days of farm life, when everyone had like a little garden in their backyard, I can remember having a garden in our backyard. Everyone grew something, whether it was fruit tree. I'm from Florida, so we have an abundance of fruit trees. There was always something growing in someone's yard. And we've moved away from that. If you looked around into your neighborhoods and see like some of the communities where they have new homes, there are no fruit trees. There is nothing there but beautiful, foliage, but nothing sustainable for life, nothing that you can eat. Where in the past, everyone had some type of fruit or vegetable or something they were growing in their yards. So we have turned away from having things that produce life or sustain life to things that remove that from us. And we want to get back to that. We want you to be in a position to where you are eating, breathing, and sleeping health and wellness, because that's what it's going to take in order for us to get us back get us out of where we are currently and get us back to where we need to be for health. So with that being said, you're probably wondering like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? You have felt that there was a need for you to do something different from what you're doing. And that's the reason why you're here. That is the reason why you have decided to join us on this journey. We're going to take it 90 days. And I'm not sure if everyone has received their kit already. I know Siobhan has her kit and she's doing great. She's already started actually. So she's already, well onto her journey. And, the rest of you will get an opportunity to feel what she's feeling right now. So the reason why you are doing this is because, like I've mentioned before, our food is not the food that we used to have way back when. We are no longer eating the apples that our parents ate. We're not even eating the apple. Well, I know some of you might be my age around or whatever, but I can remember how apples used to taste. And before I did this program over 8.5 years ago, I forgot what an apple tasted like. And I had a fresh organic apple and I said, wow, this is what apples tasted like when I was little. And that just made me want to do this even more because I'm thinking, what else am I missing out on? I thought that I was doing something healthy for myself by eating, salads and this, but I had no idea that having organic foods matter. And in case you're wondering, like, what is the difference between organic and non-organic? Well, when you're growing fruits and vegetables on the farm, they're using pesticides. They're using things and herbicides. They're using things that kill weeds. They're using things that kill the bugs. And sometimes the plants need the bugs because everything in nature works in harmony, in perfect harmony. So there's nothing. We need bacteria. We need certain, fungi. We need all of that stuff in our soil. But when they're spraying things on your crops and spraying them, it goes down into the soil. You're killing all of those things that are conducive for the plant to provide nourishment. And when you're having organic fruits and veggies, it's grown with more natural ingredients. It's grown with more, sometimes they're using those pesticides, but they're organic pesticides. And they're not destroying the fruit, but actually they're allowing the fruit to provide more nutrients. So that's what we want to have in our bodies. And when you're thinking about, oh, well, I'll just take this vitamin, I'll do this. Nothing in synthetic can be duplicated like the way nature has it. You cannot duplicate nature by providing something that's synthetic. And actually synthetic vitamins and nutrients, they rob the body because they take away from your body's energy that you would need in order for you to absorb and absorb nutrients and provide your organs with vital life. So we are totally moving the needle back in the opposite direction. And that's one of the reasons why we are happy to have you guys here in this program. So back to you, Antonika.
Okay, so I just like to ask those of you who are here, you can either put your answer in the chat, or you can come off of mute and join us in the conversation. But oh, we've got somebody else coming in. Just wanted to know, how did you arrive at this juncture in your life? How did you know that this is something that you needed to take a look at, or that you were interested in? And what kind of questions actually do you have that we could answer during our discussion today? If anybody has any questions.
While everyone's putting their questions in the chat, I know for some, one of the most important questions is, will I be able to eat? And what will I be able to eat? And the answer to that question is yes, you will eat food. You will eat from a list of foods. So what we're doing is we're taking away the processed foods. We're taking away the acidic foods, and we're replacing that with whole foods that are more on the alkaline scale. So the difference between acidity and alkalinity is acidic foods destroy the body. Basically, they down the body. If you think about it, you have a pH scale. You have on one side, you have things that are more acid forming, and then on the other side, you have things that are more alkaline forming. And right in the middle is the happy medium. That's homeostasis. That's the perfect balance. So because we are consuming a lot of acidic processed foods, our body is in more of an acidic state. Acidity is where diseases thrive. Alkalinity is more where you have sustainability. So we are going to move you more to the alkaline side so that your body is reducing inflammation. I don't want to make medical claims, but you're just moving in the in the area in the direction of having better health.
So there's a comment, and someone commented that they've known for a while that they needed a change, but they just didn't know what. And they tried so many things to help their body feel better, and nothing seemed to work. And then she said she met Mandy, and knows that this was something that she wanted to do. So I acknowledge you for knowing that your body's telling you, and having that innate ability to tap into your body and know that, something's not right, and I need something that's going to help me feel better. Another question that comes up often is, how is this different from all the other cleanses, like your juicing cleanse, your water cleanse, and some of those other like diets, like the keto diet? How is this different from that?
Did you want me to answer, or just someone else? So the difference between this is that we are not robbing the body. We are not just simply removing certain things out of your diet and reducing your caloric intake without replacing it with something else. What we're doing is we are reducing the amount of intake you are consuming, but we're not reducing the amount of nutrition. We are actually quadrupling the amount of nutrition that your body's receiving and reducing the amount of foods that you're having. And then we are also, like I said before, removing the acidic foods from your body, the processed foods, and allowing your system to take a break from those things so that you can feel nourished. You're nourishing your cells. Your cells are in the state to be able to purge toxins, because that's what happens, is they hold on to toxins, and that's what causes a lot of inflammation. And with that, you're also allowing yourself to be able to, just feel better all around.
Another question is, will I be able to dine with friends? You know how difficult it is when you are going out with friends and you kind of don't want to go out because you don't want to miss out on not being able to eat, or people even asking you, hey, how come you're not eating? So how would we be able to work our way around that? And is eating out going to be a problem?
So we in America, we do eat out a lot. We are social eater consumers of food here. That's one of our social things, is to go out to eat. You can definitely go out to eat, but you're not going to choose the pizza. You're not going to choose the hamburger. You're going to choose something else on the menu. You're going to eat, there's, in life you have to have balance. So you're going to choose items that are, like I said, we have a list, and you're going to choose items that are closely on the list of approved things as possible. So we want to make this to where people are comfortable, and then they can have, dinners and things out with their friends and family. But we have to keep in mind what our goal and our purpose is. I have actually gone out to a restaurant while I was doing this. I brought my own food. I brought my own food. I brought one of my shakes, and I was good. So there's multiple ways you can, be social with your friends while still being on track with what your goals and your mission is with this.
And I just also want to add that, my family comes into town. In fact, they just came into town today unexpectedly. And we went out for dinner, and we wanted to make more of a healthier choice. But it's really interesting when I'm doing the nutrition, I'm doing the cleanse, and I'm doing the lifestyle portion of it even, I find that I don't crave sugars. I don't crave certain things. I feel like my body is satisfied. And I think that that's something that I want everyone to know going in, that these are the expectations that you can expect to have, because your body feels nourished. And know that, you can have some indulgences after the cleanse, and there is some flexibility, because you then know that when you're doing the work and you're doing the right things, your body's probably not going to want the bad stuff anyways, right? Because your taste buds are going to have changed, you're going to feel nourished, and you're just not going to really want those things. And if you do, maybe it's just like a bite or two, just to kill the indulgence. My next question is really for Kelly, and only because I know how passionate Kelly is about the topic of gut health. There are people out there who are dealing with challenges with their gut health, and I just wanted to know, can you chime in a little bit about, what is actually going on, and how will something like this help support our gut and when that is an issue?
Yeah, thank you so much. Can everybody hear me okay? Awesome. Cool. So thank you, Donna, for introing us, and thanks, Antonika, for putting all this together. Yeah, I have a huge passion in regards to gut health, because gut health is the main frame. It's the main focus of when our gut is out of whack, like everything else is out of whack, right? And so Donna was talking about the quality of our soil and the quality of our foods. And there is a ingredient out there called glyphosate. I'm curious if anybody's ever heard of glyphosate, by the way, if you want to put like a 1 in the chat. Okay, has anyone heard of Roundup weed killer? So glyphosate is the main ingredient in Roundup weed killer, right? And they also call it the secret ingredient, because what happens is this chemical is sprayed on our crops. It gets into the soil, it gets into the food, and it's not topical, it's internal. So you can't wash it off, you can't cook it off, but they also don't have to put it on the label. So glyphosate is not a label, exposed whatever food, like you don't get to read about it, because it's a part of the food DNA, right? So, and Donna was really talking about that in regards to our soil health and our crop health, and that the food doesn't have the same integrity that it did however many years ago. So gut health, and specifically glyphosate, like why that's important is because, and maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, if you're watching the news, you're noticing that there are more lawsuits being made up in regards to the health dangers that are resulting because of glyphosate. So glyphosate, now there's studies that it's being linked to hormone disorders and infertility and all sorts of like gluten intolerances. Most of us have a gluten intolerance that don't have a quote unquote allergy as a result of this ingredient. So what's the solution? Okay, so like when we hear about the problem, what is the solution? Well, that is what this system, it is a synchronized system that synergistically works together to help get your body right, but most importantly, reset your gut health. So I have some of the products here that I know we're going to do like an unboxing and break down for you, but specifically the Biometric. Some of you have this if you have your kit already. This is the only product that I'm aware of out there that specifically addresses the glyphosate issue, that on a small human study has been proven to flush out 74% or more of the glyphosate. That's the part one, that's the detox of the chemicals and the heavy metals and all the stuff that we get into our systems that is going to be there because we live our lives, right? Like, this is an opportunity for us to continue to live our lives as we live them. These things are out there, but we need a solution to help cleanse our bodies of the toxicity that is just around. So it's detoxing the toxic chemicals, but then there's also ingredients, the components of the Biometric that repair the gut lining. So basically, and I use this analogy today, but like re-fertilizing, like adding fertilizer to your crops, you know, it's making things grow, you know, that healthy bacteria, that healthy villi, like grow and thrive, so that your gut is in a state to be able to receive the nutrition that you're feeding it. Like, if you have a compromised gut and you're eating super healthy, you're still not receiving the nutrition that you're putting into your system. So getting your gut right is the first step. Flooding your body with this organic superfood nutrition once your gut is in a state of being healed is to absorb, to nourish. So that, you know, if you want me to break down some more, I will, but that's what I have to say about gut health.
I also want to add that a lot of times when we deal with gut issues, they stem from stress. And sometimes it stems from our hormone imbalances. And this is a lot to do with some of the other external stressors that are in our lifestyle. For example, you know, working 2 jobs and carrying on a family, and, you know, just financial stress, you know, not knowing if you have enough. And these challenges can really put us in a situation to where our body is living in a fight or flight mode. And that fight or flight mode can cause us to have gut issues. Lynn said in the comments that she's had SIBO many times and she doesn't know how to get rid of it. And she's still learning about SIBO, and it's been a process in itself. It's so interesting how, you know, Western medicine, you know, identifies some of these diagnoses into a box, and it says you've got this and you've got that. Well, I'm here to tell you, and Mandy would agree that, or Dr. Mandy would agree, that Chinese medicine, we look at the pattern. And when we look at the pattern, what I mean by that is we look at what is actually causing you to have these symptoms that are appearing present. And then we look to find out what parts of our practice can we take and start peeling back the layers of the onion to get to the root cause, to help you, you know, restore and renew. And one of those things in our practice is food therapy. And this is essentially what we're doing, is we're using resources that are vegan, non-GMO, organic. They're the most and the highest and purest quality that you will ever find anywhere that ever known. And when we do this, we are allowing our body to absorb the nutrients on a cellular level, so that way your body can heal the way that it was designed to. Now, I also want to, we're going to get into the actual ingredients and the actual nutrition that we want to introduce to you that are going to help support you along this journey, whether it be a 30-day program or a 90-day program. And we want you to know that in addition to the support that you're going to get in your kit, is that you're going to get all of us here today who are on this call speaking in your back pocket. We get on a WhatsApp group call or chat, and we are back and forth with you, holding your hand along the way. So every day throughout the process over the 90 days, you can always call on one of us. You can always ask a question. You are here. We are here for you. So you've got 2 doctors, a wellness coach, and a holistic practitioner who is specialized in breath work and yoga. And we are here to not only give you the support that you need in order to be successful at this, but also guide you and show you the lifestyle process so you can maintain this for lifelong. And so you can also start showing this to other people in your family that you love and care about. Another thing that I want to share with you is that not only is this process, nutritional process, going to support you, but we also glean from a list of flex foods. And this is very, very important that we eat from this list of flex foods because of the high alkalinity that all of these greens, these organic greens possess. We don't want you to feel depleted or feel like you can't eat any food. It's very important that we pick from a certain amount of flex foods and the types of things that we use to season our foods. And we also give you examples of some ways that you can mix these foods together throughout the week and throughout the day, so that way you feel supported. So at no time during this process will you ever feel hungry. So what I would like to do now is I would like to hand it over to Donna, who's going to walk us through each of these products. And Donna and Kelly, if you want to switch off, and they're going to also tell us a little bit more about the details of each of these products and how they're supporting us and why they're so valuable to us during this 30-day or 90-day program.
Okay, I'll start with the first product and then I will hand it off to Kelly because I'm not sure what you have there with you. But
I have all of it, so you just tell me what you want.
Okay. Okay, great. All right. So I'll start with the Power Shake. So our Power Shake is, let me just roll back and say, when I first started this, I looked at this and said, oh my God, not another shake company or whatever, because I don't do shakes. So I was just like not impressed at all. But when I realized the ingredients that were in here was everything that I could recognize and pronounce, and it was just food, I said, okay, let me give it a try. And this Power Shake just so happens to be the equivalent nutrition of having 6 organic superfood salads. So is there anyone, let me know in the comments, when was the last time you had 6 organic superfood salads in one sitting? I'll wait. Okay, I won't. So I know for me that's a lot of chopping and chewing, and no one has time for that. It's nice to have the ability to have 6 organic superfood salads in one drink that's all organic, and your body's going to be flooded with so many nutrients that you're just not going to, your system is going to thank you in more ways than one. That's the way I felt when I had my first taste of this Power Shake. Not outside of that, you are also getting the opportunity here with this Power Shake to have it twice. You're going to have it, we have a schedule for you to follow. You're going to have this twice a day, and that's like 12 salads. So this is really, really, really good nutrition. Your body's going to love it. And after a while, you're going to start to crave it. So this is another item that I was mentioning before, is alkaline. And so when your body is moving in a more alkaline state, you'll actually start to crave it. So, and the taste is delicious. You're going to be surprised at what it tastes like. So that's our Power Shake. Kelly?
Thank you. So yes, I love the Power Shake. So the next component is going to be your protein, right? So this is called Super Amino 23, and this is a vegan protein. It is a pre-digested protein that has 8 of the 9 major essential amino acids that your body needs to thrive, right? So why is this like important, right? So it's pre-digested in a sense that your body doesn't have to digest it. So it's already going straight to your muscles in 23 minutes. So that gives your digestive system a rest and your lymphatic system a rest. And you're still getting protein and building lean muscles. So in fact, this was created by a physician who created this for patients that were in a coma state so that their muscles wouldn't atrophy. So they needed something that was pre-digested, that was going to go straight to the muscles. This helps to build those muscles. So you're building lean muscle without fatiguing your body to pull and extract all of the protein that it needs to thrive, it's just going straight to your muscles. So another example of what that looks like in regards to, say, if you're eating, it has a 99% utilization rate. I jumped the gun. So 99% utilization rate, if you're eating, say, an animal protein like a steak, your body has to chew it, digest it, break it down, pull the protein out of said substance, and then give it to your body to use. You're really only getting about 24 to 27% of protein from that. So that is why the 99% utilization rate is vital. I did want to bring to everyone's attention that this is the only product that we have that comes in this plastic bottle. And when you open and you feel the tablets, you'll see why. They have no of that. Is anyone familiar with that waxy coating that is usually on the outside of, like, say, your vitamins or any other like GNC supplement? So that is magnesium stearate and those are the other ingredients that you see below what's in your vitamins, which is enough of that built up is a carcinogen. So this does not have that waxy coating. So they're really fragile and really powdery. So they have to still be in our plastic bottle. Everything else that we have, at home compostable. So we are almost plastic free. As soon as we figure out how to like keep these babies safe without them falling apart in the packaging, it'll be in a not plastic bottle. But until then, this is how you will see your protein come. That is how it works in your body, and it is also known as the happy pill, because when we're getting our protein and our body is thriving, we're feeling good. So that is the Super Amino 23.
And our next item is the Super Cleanser. While we're in the super mode, we have the Super Cleanser, and what this is an anti-parasitic. It's a gentle detox for your intestines to remove any parasites that we all have parasites. It's an ugly topic, but we have to talk about it. You get parasites from, eating fruits and vegetables. You get parasites from being outside. You get parasites from everywhere. If you have pets, you have parasites. You're getting them from your pets. And it is just a good practice for you to be able to eliminate the parasites from your body, because what parasites do is exactly that. They live off of you, and they're absorbing your nutrition that your body is attempting to. So the majority of your nutritional absorption is in your intestines. If the parasites are in there absorbing your nutrition, your body, you're eating, you're digesting, but your body is not absorbing it because the parasites are eating it. So this gentle cleanser will sweep those parasites out. You will take one round of this for 10 days. You will give your body a rest for 20 days, and then you'll take another round of this. So this makes this program not only a nutritional program, but also a parasite cleanse or detox. So this is the Super Cleanser.
Awesome. Thank you, Donna. And so the next one is the Biometric. So I already touched on this a little bit. We've talked about it. This is the fourth, I believe we're in the fourth component out of 5. There's 5 components in your box. And this is the gut health portion. So you have protein, you have your veggies, you have the detox, but the parasite cleanse, and now this is our gut health repair. So like I said, this is a pre and probiotic. The prebiotic is flushing all of the toxins, the glyphosate, the heavy metals, the things that we pick up, the stuff that's destroying our gut lining. And then the probiotic part is repair and fertilizing and helping that good bacteria grow so that our gut health can be in check and that we're in that state of full absorption. So that's the Biometric, which I touched on already. So we can go on to the last component, which is the apothecary. Do you want to do that one, Donna?
Yep, got it right here. So the apothecary is our tart cherry drink, and this is also organic, and this is a tart cherry concentrate. Will you drink this an hour or 30 minutes before bedtime? And this is going to give you 14 servings of fruit. The power shake that I mentioned is 6 organic superfood salads. And then the apothecary drink is the equivalent of having 14 servings of fruits and antioxidants. Another great thing about this is that it is a natural source of melatonin. So melatonin is what your body uses in order to give you that deep rested sleep. It's considered REM sleep. And when your body is having REM sleep, that's the restorative sleep, when your cells are duplicating and producing we want healthy cells. So if you wake up in the morning and you still feel like you need another 8 hours of sleep, it's because your body was not reaching that REM sleep. So this apothecary does not contain melatonin, but it works with your body's own source of melatonin to give you that REM sleep, which is the restorative sleep that your body needs in order for your cells to duplicate in a healthy way. Another great thing about this is that you have the amount of anti-inflammatory properties in 1 ounce of this cherry juice that you would normally have by taking 3 ibuprofen. And that is a big deal. So you're reducing belly fat while you sleep, you're reducing inflammation, and then you're also having a nice rested sleep by consuming this apothecary at nighttime.
I think that brings us to the end of our nutrition support that we send to everyone when you start this program, right? Fantastic. So if you have any questions about the information that Donna and Kelly have shared with us, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. Right now, I want to give you an opportunity to listen to Dr. Mandy. Dr. Mandy works with patients on a daily basis, and she has created this program to be a part of her healing process and her home care for each and every one of her patients. A lot of times she will recommend areas where it's supportive at a time, but many times she will make this as a recommendation entirely as a whole. So Mandy, can you tell us a little bit about some of the results that you yourself have experienced from this professionally, and also what your patients have experienced by being on this program?
Thank you, Antonika. I love this program because as an acupuncturist, I feel like I'm kind of like MacGyver. When someone comes into me, they come with a problem, and I'm here to try to help them get to their goal in life. And one of the things after seeing my patients is that I definitely know acupuncture works, herbal medicine works, but I firmly believe that nutrition is the fundamental pillar of health. And it even is in Eastern medicine. That's what they believe too. So I like having this program as a tool because it is quality. Like, it's such high quality that I can stand behind it. And also I know that it does get results. And some of the people that I worked with, I've actually, like, for instance, we work with medical doctors too, in the Western world when we collaborate. But one of my patients was on insulin, metformin, high blood pressure medication, cholesterol, and she's a 76-year-old. You would think, oh, well, you're kind of there to stay, right? But then when she worked with me and you, Antonika, we were able to collaborate with her medical doctor and also get her off of her insulin, which is phenomenal. Like, just with the cleanse of 30 days, she already got off of her like 14 units of insulin. And then with about 3 months, she was able to get off of her high blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication, on top of losing 20 pounds, which was not even the point, and saying things like, oh, when I went to the grocery store, I noticed that people were checking me out. And I'm sorry, but that feels nice, like to feel not only healthy with more energy, but also feel vibrant and have that vitality. That to me is important. So she has been doing amazing and feels better at 76 than she's felt in a long time, and tells people about this program too. But I've also had other people that were on, like, for instance, another person, she was had a surgery, and when she was 30, that caused her to have to be on pain medication for the past 30 years. And just from doing the cleanse, and she, like, within the first 2 months, within the first 10 days, she already got results. But just saying, it wasn't just from the first 10 days. She actually stopped taking her pain medication, which is insane. And then she also was able to go, always take in like because if you take pain medication, you also have constipation generally. So she had diverticulitis, and she was able to not take her like the medication to help her go to the bathroom because she was no longer constipated. She slept better, and she did not have any inflammation of diverticulitis the whole entire time, and also looked great on top of it and lost weight. So I feel like if you want to reach your goals over and over again, this program it is the tool that I firmly believe in. And I would want people to, in my recommendation, to do this, even if they have to go between spending money on acupuncture and spending money on this program. I tell them to spend money on the cleanse first, because I believe it's more important and you'll get the most results. So that's just, and I'm here for any questions. So thank you.
Thank you, Mandy. You know, you said a really important thing there, and it's the number of medications that people are on. And this is a very common denominator in our culture. About more than 60% of the average of Americans are on some form of medication or have taken at least one type of medication in their entire life. And we're talking, you know, even from the age of 40, and that's just the numbers that have been reported. A lot of numbers haven't even been reported. So what we're saying here is that a lot of people are experiencing some of the same challenges, and to hear you speak on that is really imperative for other people to realize that there is a solution that comes in the food form, and we can create that for people. So thank you for confirming that and for sharing with us your testimonials of your patients. What I want to do now is I want to take the time to really talk with you a little bit about the schedule, because there are many ways that we can approach this cellular reset. And I know that everyone is at a different stage in their life. Some are ready, some may not be ready, some want to really go all in, and some are just like, okay, I want to take baby steps. So I'm going to hand it over to Kelly to share with us, you know, the common schedule that we would recommend, and then we can customize that per individual who is ready to take that that step forward. Kelly?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Antonika. Yeah, what I do love is that this program really meets people where they're at. So there are different scheduling options to fit the lifestyle that is authentic and specific to you. Like Dr. Antonika said, what I like to recommend always is following the simple schedule. And I also have a lot of my clients, most of my clients follow the 90-day protocol. And so I'm going to go over the 90-day protocol with you, because it is what most people are looking to do. It definitely starts with 30 days, but it doesn't end with 30 days, right? Like, it took you longer than 30 days to get where you are. It's definitely going to take longer than 30 days to reverse some of the issues that we're trying to either support or eliminate or you know, cleanse out. So the 90-day schedule is the simple program. And I do want to just highlight right now that what was really important to me in regards to scheduling and this system was the fact that it's for anyone, but it's really for people that have a very busy and fast-paced and full life. So I don't know, like, full transparency, I don't know if anybody's noticed, like, I am in my car right now. I am often like traveling from A to B. I just left a meeting in regards to my salon. Like, I have a salon business, I have a yoga business, and this superfood business. So I'm constantly on the go, and I needed something to accommodate my busy lifestyle. You know, Donna works for NASA, Dr. Antonika and Dr. Mandy have full practices. Like, we need something that is accessible and fast, that's going to give us the most impact to improving our lives so that we can help other people improve theirs, right? So the scheduling is this. So we went over the products, and just a little recap of the unboxing. You have your protein, your vegetables, your gut health, your fruit, the cherry juice, and the parasite cleanse. You should have 2 bottles of Super Amino 23. You should have 4 TerraPouch bags of the Power Steak. You should have 1 pack of the Biometric, and you should have 2 bottles of cherry juice, did I say that already? And then 1 pack of the Super Cleanser. You'll have 1 pack of Super Cleanser with 80 capsules in it. That's for the first sweep, 40 capsules there, and the second sweep will be another 40. So as you open your box and you're unpacking it, you're seeing those components as well as your shaker bottle. If you do the 90-day lifestyle, you'll also get a little handheld like electric blender, which I have to say is super dope, especially for on the go. And then you'll also have these pamphlets, right? So you'll have your lifestyle guide, which has QR codes in regards to these flex foods that we were talking about. We'll, of course, help everybody with this. We're going to have a list of flex foods in our WhatsApp group chat, so you can have that accessible in the photos, medias, and links portion. We'll have the scheduling and flex meal recipes as well. So what I wanted to touch on in regards to the scheduling, I don't know if you can see, is this little pamphlet. It's very like kind of hard and cardboardy and in the best way, and has a full setup. So you are going to have all of the tools that are easy and readily available for you to stay on task and consistent. So why 90 days? Why 3 months? Because your first month, the first 30 days is your reboot. That's your initial cleanse, detox, getting, you know, the jump start of everything. The second month is where you establish your consistency. You're starting to like get into the groove and like settle into a nice stride of it. And the third month is where you really, I mean, you see results right away, but the third month is where you really feel that transformation, where these new habits become second nature. It's where you start feeling the permanency of the shifts and the changes that we're trying to make. Month 4 and on are what we call the maintenance. That's the core 4. That's one of everything that we just said minus the super cleanser. So the scheduling is this. And like I said, you will have a tracker. I don't know that you could see, but if you have your box, you have it in your box and you can go ahead and follow along. You have day 1 through 10 is going to simply be, the simple schedule is this: 5 amino acid tablets, 1 serving of your power shake, and 1 Biometric. That's breakfast. You do that again for lunch. Those are your meal replacements. If you feel like you need more, you're going to go from your flex food list, your snack foods, and that can go in between. Then a healthy meal. That's going to be your flex meal. We'll have suggestions and things to help you with, but a very solid, plant strong, healthy meal. And then your apothecary juice will be at night. Actually, you with this scheduling, it'll be 1 Biometric in the breakfast, and then your Biometric is at night. So you'll have that checked off on the list. So again, day 1 through 10, Super Amino 23 Biometric Power Shake breakfast, Super Amino 23 Power Shake lunch, and then the Biometric and apothecary juice is at night, maybe an hour or so before bed. Starting on day 11 is when you'll start to incorporate the super cleanser, the parasite cleanse. So day 11 through 21, you'll do the very same schedule that I said: aminos, power shake, Biometric, power shake, aminos. But on that second one, you're going to add the super cleanser. That's 2 super cleansers and then 2 super cleansers at night with the cherry juice. That'll be for the 10 days in the middle. And then you just pick it right back up, eliminating the super cleanser. So what the first sweep is doing is a full, thorough colon cleanse. It is a very gentle herbal colon cleanse that is not going to keep you in the bathroom, but it's going to be really getting that deep cleanse of all of the excess stuff and the parasites out of your system. We continue on, like Donna had mentioned, for 20 days. And then on day 40, you're going to do the second sweep, and that's going to get anything left over, any residual, as well as any eggs or anything that the parasites may have left behind. It's going to do a full sweep. Then you continue with the schedule: amino acids, power shake, Biometric, breakfast, lunch, cherry juice for dinner. Again, the flex foods are your snacks. The flex meals are your big plant strong meals so that you feel full and satiated. This is a program of abundance, right? So it is, you know, a program of addition, including subtraction. So subtracting all of the processed stuff and living fully and vitality. Scotty, do you have a question?
I think she was just speaking. It's okay. I'll put her on mute.
Oh, okay. No worries, no worries. So that's the schedule. And then the third month is just no super cleanser. You're going to follow that schedule and really settle into the lifestyle that's offered with these superfoods. I personally have been utilizing this system for the last 4 years. So I can't imagine my life without it. I've done these deeper cleanses. I've followed this system very meticulously. I've also allowed my system, excuse me, some grace. And it's always been a part of my lifestyle. I am always on the maintenance, and it's always been really easy to incorporate into my busy day. I'm going to turn it over to you, Antonika.
Okay, thanks, Kelly, for all those details. I also wanted to add that if anybody knows who Halle Berry is, who doesn't know Halle Berry, she endorses the program that we are sharing with you today. And I also want you to know that it is absolutely impossible for you to fail at this. The only way that you could fail is by not doing it at all. That's the only way that you can fail.
Thanks, Dr. Antonika. And yes, my granddaughter, my grandson, who's 11, he's been doing this now, I would say, for the past 8 years. And my granddaughter, she has been doing this since conception, actually, because her mom drank the shakes and did a lot of the products that were she could drink while pregnant. That just lets you know how safe these products are. And if she has my grandson has his routine because he's into athletics, he plays basketball. He wakes up, he makes his own shakes and takes his aminos and does everything on his own. My granddaughter, she has a shake a day, and if she sees you with one, she has to have some. So it's definitely something for the whole entire family. And like I said, it's safe because my daughter-in-law, who is actually pregnant again, she is, using this throughout her pregnancy. So that just lets you know how safe this is. And if you are ready to get started on your program, we can get you started tonight. Whoever invited you has a gift card code that you can use to make your first purchase and enroll you in the 90-day program. So we can definitely get you started with that. If you need, we can walk you through the order process and get you started and get you set up and add you to our group.